Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. There are few messages from my students and few followers who want to me to post, talk something about the glory of my gurus. What can I say? My Avaduta Guru. He was a very great Mahasiddha. He was a empower to all the Digambara para Avadutas of the past, present, and future. He had the siddhi of all the Saptakoti Mahavidyas. The Mantra Shastra has 7 crore mantras that are categorized into 7 amnayas. Apart from the rest of that is the 100 trillion mantras of those devatas who are not of Mahavidya status, but they are of Vidyeshwari status. So he had the siddhi of all the Saptakoti Mahavidyas. He had Purna Siddhi, Purna Anugraham of 32 Kalis, which form the 32 teeth of Nirvana Kali. He had done the sadhana till complete fructification of Shabar mantras. Mantras explicitly or implicitly embedded across 108 major and minor Upanishads. The mantras from the Vedas, which are explicitly present, and some are implicitly present, which are exposed to the public layer. To extract the mantra, it takes a lot of intuition and divine insight. And he had also had the siddhi of Durga Saptashati, the heart of the Durga Krama. And he also had done the sadhana till Purna Siddhi in all the 64 tantras and the Kama tantras. The Kama tantras are much older tantras. So he was a very great Devi Upasaka. He was Nirguna Brahman himself. He had attained the state of Digambara Avaduta, that is the highest state. The highest state as per the Vedas is the Sannyasa state. Above that is the Paramahamsa state, one who is floating in the ocean of hum while chanting. So that is Soham, that is Hamsa Gayatri. Above that is Paramahamsa Parivrajaka state, where one is should not stay, one whose physical body should not remain in a particular location for more than 3 nights. Then above that is the Avaduta state. There are 4 kinds of Avaduta as per Mahanirvana Tantra, and there are various kinds of Avaduta states as per the Shastras. Then above that is the Digambara Avaduta. He got this, he ascended to this state by the grace of his Guru Sri Kalyananda Tirtha Maharaj of Bhadrakali Pitam Ashram. My Avaduta Guru started his sadhana journey from the age of 6. And he did till the end when he was in his late 80s. It was time for him to quit his body, and when Guru Purnima struck at 6 p.m. as per Panchanga, he left his body while keeping his eyes wide open and in Siddhasana on the hospital bed. But as per one American disciple who is a disciple of my Avaduta Guru, it seems that my Avaduta Guru said, out of compassion, I have only manifested 10% of my physical body in Vishakhapatnam to help and guide my students, while the 90% of that is meditating in the Himalayas. Such is the glory of my Avaduta Guru. He had literally taken the mantra diksha from 54 pitams, and those days itself he walked all the way to the various pitams across India, taking the mantra diksha and doing the sadhana. He also traveled by walk all the way to Tibet, and he met one Meru Rishi and he took the Vajrayana Diksha. So it was just not collecting mantras. He did the sadhana of each one till he got the Siddhi. And most of the mantras, how he got the Siddhi was he had Purna Siddhi from Gorakhnath. Gorakhnath is Natha Guru for our Sampradaya. And Gorakhnath himself had given a mantra to my Avaduta Guru, saying that if you chant this mantra, then you get the siddhi of all the mantras. And besides that, he shortened the sadhana time, because it is impossible. Only a person of caliber of Siddha Purusha can get siddhi in one mantra in his entire lifetime, 1 or 2 mantras. And those who are Mahasiddhas, they get Siddhi in a couple of mantras. Then Sarva Mantra Siddhi, that is accomplishment in all the mantras that are found in Mantra Shastra, is only possible through the grace of a highly realized and a very powerful Guru coming from a authentic Guru Parampara. That was my Devipuram Guruji. When I got received the first Purna Diksha, he explicitly voiced it out saying Sarva Mantra Siddhi Astu while giving me Purna Diksha. And the second Purna Diksha I got it was from Avaduta Guru, and that is the final Diksha. Purna Diksha means complete empowerment, and is the highest empowerment that is ever found in the Tantras. Okay, I'm digressing from the topic. Then my Avaduta Guru, he was a very great Devi Upasaka. He had also was a great Upasaka of Nirguna Brahman. He knew at his command he had lot of gods even serving him and helping him out. And it is very rare he has did he give to anybody Avaduta Diksha. So far I am not aware of it, except for yours, for the person who's talking right now. And although he did not discard his body in the water, because his name is Shri Swaprakasha Nanda Tirtha Digambara Avaduta. So Tirtha means one who quits his body by discarding it in any low water body, like a river or ocean or a lake, or a passing by water. And what else do I need to tell? He also had a command over various mantras, and he was also a great mantra karta. That means one who can construct newer versions of the existing mantras. So basically the Guru is the source of all accomplishments. How come? Because Guru gives the mantra. Mantra is nothing but invoking the deity. If Guru creates a newer mantra, then you get newer form of deity, that is the Devata, and then you invoke that particular form of the Devata. So such was his great spiritual caliber, that he used to mix and interchange mantras, and even interchange the bijams in such powerful mantras such as Ugra Narsimha, Dattatreya, etc. So these even the great Mahatmas, they have not touched these mantras when giving Upadesha and Diksha to their disciples. But he was himself the embodiment of various deities, and he was a Guhya avatar of the Ekamukhi Dattatreya. That is one face Dattatreya, but his incarnation was the secret. And he did all the sadhanas, and the final leg of his journey he did Dattopasana, Dattatreya sadhana. So he was a very accomplished master. He knew all the entire infinite mantra shastra. It is not capable. It is, if one gets exposed to this entire knowledge, one goes mad. You can take it in both ways, literally mad, that is clinically insane, or and also becoming divine mad. But he was such a powerful vessel and a container. Because of his tapo shakti, he was able to withstand all the knowledge that he received from, by the grace of Chintamani Mahavidyeshwari, Chintamani Kali Mahavidyeshwari Smashana Vasini. She is the one who bestowed him the complete knowledge of Sanskrit, the complete knowledge of the infinite Vedas, the Upanishads, the Mantra Shastra, the Puranas, the Shabar Tantras, the Kama Tantras, the 64 Tantras. Even though he had no knowledge of Sanskrit and he was doing his sadhana, he became an expert in Sanskrit. So much so that even one of his students who is or was, because I don't know whether he's still currently physically alive, a doctorate in Sanskrit, could not even keep up to his standards of the depth of knowledge of Sanskrit language that he knew. Of course, what was the purpose of his incarnation was that to demonstrate that the mantras are valid, the sadhana marga is valid, the Srividya path is valid. Certainly God exists, God or goddesses exist, and one must do sadhana under the guidance of a highly realized guru coming from an authentic guru parampara, and not the current lot which I am referring to. So this was also a divine mission, and he was not like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He wanted to spread his knowledge, or share something, or set up a complete new path, so that people should regard him as God and worship him. Of course, he's an incarnation of God. He is Dattatreya himself. He is the various embodiments of the various deities. But he was a typical 100% Avaduta. So he didn't wanted to have anything attached to his name. So he didn't even like to set up an ashram or a temple, and he was in his own house, in a separate room where he didn't allow anybody to come, and he was doing his sadhana. Such is the glory of my Avaduta Guru. And what more can I tell about the glory of his Guru who gave him Digambara Avaduta Diksha? That is my Sri Kalyan Tirtha Maharaj of Bhadrakali Peetam of Haridwar. He had only 3 students, and one of the student was my great Avaduta Guru. And he was Omkara Swarupam himself, and he experienced it. He was living like that. And he also experienced the Gayatri Mantra as the Gayatri Mantra has got 4 angas, and each anga corresponds to one of the Vedas. So he experienced Gayatri Mantra as the 4 angas of the infinite Vedas. And one of his 3 students had seen with his own physical eye that Bhadrakali was sitting on the shoulder of my Paramaguru. Such is the glory of my Paramaguru. And then his Guru is Raja Rajeshwandanatha, who is an immortal Guru, more than 600 to 700 years old. He was seen couple of years back in Vindhyavasini when one of my brother disciples, that is a student of Devipuram Guruji, met him and showed my photo on the mobile, and then he revealed that all the gurus reside in me. So he's immortal, and so far I have not had the privilege of seeing him, but I experienced him as me. Then his Guru is the great Mahavatar Baba, that is what we call him as Kadambari Baba, because that is his Sri Vidya Namam. He is a guide to all the great avatars in every yuga. He is more than 1 lakh years old. He doesn't have a physical body. He is not like a ghost that he will come and appear whenever you call him. No such nonsense. Experiencing him is very, very difficult. Seeing him is impossible. My Avaduta Guru could see with his own physical eye when in the second or third meeting he merged his own Atma with the Atma of his Guru, and then at that time in the astral level, Kadambari Baba appeared and they had a talk. But all this happened in a fraction of a second, so that is how the time was elongated. It is a function attribute of Kala Sankarshini. There is another favorite topic of mine, who is also known as Shavasana Mahakali. Such is the glory of my Guru lineage. And money, a lot of wealth, are having all the attributes of being handsome or beautiful or physical strength, or having all the fame and popularity, or having all the spiritual merits will not guarantee you to enter into my Guru parampara through me. It is only at the directions of the Divine Mother. That is destined. And such are the great Mahatmas in my lineage. Each of their taposhakti is unlimited, infinite. And the combined taposhakti of my entire Guru Mandala is the embodiment of one of my beloved, that is Sri Hladini Radharani, the innermost, the most secret, the most inaccessible deity, that even the Parabrahman Sri Krishna has not seen. What else I can talk? It can go on, and this is not the right medium. But I wanted to tell a little bit. I know it may be repetitive because I also shared it in few of the podcasts or written about them. But you never get bored talking about the glory of the gurus, and if it can inspire a genuine sadhaka to do sadhana, it is very good. Otherwise, it is just a food for the curiosity seekers. That's about it. Om Tat Sat.